You? Is anybody?
There's Molly, folks. That means your friends, the Goldbergs, are here. Yes, it's the Does program. Does, you know, is the new kind of soap for everything in your wash. Now let's see what's doing at the Does'em house. Oh, today is Ma Does'em's birthday, but she's busy working same's any other day. Uh-oh, there's Unky Does'em peeking in the kitchen door.
Happy birthday, Ma.
Thanks, Unky.
Say, aren't you taking the day off? Look, I'll do the washing for you, Ma.
But, Unky, I don't mind doing the wash. Not since Procter & Gamble discovered Does. It's wonderful the way this new kind of soap does everything in my wash.
Well, Ma, today me and Duz will do everything. Well, where's the clothes?
Right there in the basket.
All these? Gosh, ain't you washed anything lately?
Sure, but there's always Pa's work shirts and your overalls and the towels and my wash dresses and Daisy's rayon undies.
Gosh, Pa sure gets his work shirts dirty.
Don't worry, Unky. Does gets him so clean. Pa swears every week his work shirts are almost like new. There's no hard scrubbing either.
Good.
Why, you don't even need a bar soap anymore. Does gets rid of dirt all by itself.
Yeah. Say, Dickie must have wiped half the backyard on these towels.
Land sakes, Does'll have those towels and sheets sparkling white. I've never seen whiter washes.
Okay, Ma. But, say, what about these pink rayon do-funnies?
Does them too, Unky. You know, Does is so safe it really gives longer life to the nice colors I wash.
Good. Now I'm taking over. You forget the washing.
All right, Unky, I'm awfully busy.
Okay. Hey, Ma.
Yeah?
Where's the Does?
Poor Unky. A lot of help he's going to be. But remember, for real help on wash day, get Does. Why, compared to other leading granulated wash day soaps, Does gives longer life to colors, plus unsurpassed whiteness and real cleaning power for the grimiest clothes. Does, D-U-Z, does everything in your wash. And now the Goldbergs. Well, no one ever knew there was so much iron in Rosie's character. But she has stubbornly resisted every plea, every threat, every widening breach in the Goldberg house. Rosie refuses to let her college money be used to help her sister-in-law, Grace. For Rosie suspects, mistrusts, and dislikes Sammy's wife. Meanwhile, the cock and bull story that Grace invented along with her ally on the neighboring farm has taken the Goldbergs in. So Jake and Molly and David are raising the money, even though it means borrowing. In fact, they're on their way down to the post office now to see what the mail has turned up. And Rosie still turns a deaf ear. Listen.
Well, Grace doesn't
All
deserve
right,
to get the
Molly,
money, and she's
you're
not going to
quiet.
get it from
Rosie,
me.
I'm
I only
asking
told
you,
you I
Molly,
wasn't
are
going
you
to rent
a
it
little
because I didn't want
quiet?
you to think I put the code
Rosie,
or anything else.
quiet.
Well, she's not going to get the money.
Quiet and silence.
Quiet and silence, Mama. Just please.
Quiet. To school. Go.
Go to school, Roslyn. Go to school.
Your books into school. Sit down, Jake.
Bring me a little water.
Me too.
So we just have to forget it and forget Rosalie's money, and that's all.
Molly, now you don't need it.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much. And if Mendel will send a check, and if Mrs. Bloom will send a check,
And my check?
and your check, Grace?
I heard. I couldn't help hearing. I want you to stop worrying about me, please. I don't want Rosie to give up her money, or you, or anybody. I only told you about my sister because you insisted. I didn't want you to know.
You do know now, and we are going to help. That's the way my son and your husband would want it. I'm expecting a check of $1,000 for my former partner. It's yours, Grace.
Please.
I'm expecting also a check from my friend, from her tonsils. She owes me that her tonsils. And if she gives it to me back, you can have it, Grace.
I'm also expecting a check from my bank. It's also for you, Grace.
Please. Please.
If you cry, we won't be happy.
You cry, Grace, so we won't be happy.
If you cry, Grace, we wouldn't be happy.
I won't.
Are you coming to the post office, Molly?
I have to go shopping. but I don't want to leave Grace.
Oh, I'm all right.
You'll be alone in the house.
Please.
Come, Molly. We can't make 2 trips. There's not enough gas for that.
I have to go too. I'll have to sign evidently.
Oh, thank you. Thank you all. You're all too good to me.
Rosalie means also to be good, Grace.
I
but
know. She's young.
I'm glad you understand, Grace.
Oh, I do.
Come, Molly.
Yes, I'm coming. And don't do the dishes, Grace, darling. Don't do the dishes. Please, I'll be back and we'll do them together.
I'm ready.
All right.
Come,
You
Molly.
hear,
come.
darling? If you want a glass of milk, take a glass of milk.
Yes.
Take whichever
Come,
one.
Molly. You'll be
Take
late.
whichever, but I wouldn't be long. Whee! Oh!
Get out of my way, Sporty. Come on, get away from my feet. I want to dance. Hello? Hello, Marshall's Farm, please. Yes. Hello, Marcia? This is Grace. Grace Goldberg, yes. You didn't happen to find a cigarette case I left at your house? Would you ask George? Well, it's important because, well, Sammy gave it to me and, oh, please. Tell him to call me back, please, right away. Thank you so much. Hello? George? Oh, forget about the cigarette case and let me do the talking. You just say yes. Is Marcia standing there? All right, then I can do the talking. Listen, we're set, George. More money than we ever dreamed of. It's coming 3 ways. We can get out of here soon, do you hear me? Oh, don't say anything but yes or no, you fool. Marcia's standing there. Do you want her to know? Well, then just listen to this. The kid won't let go of her policy. Well, Rosalie, who do you think I mean? So they're all digging up to help my poor, poor sister out. David, the old man, and the woman. I told you it was a good story. It's coming in any day now. Well, maybe this morning. And then we can blow. Oh. But we'll get the kid's money, too. I've got the heat on her, and she's cracking. George, it'll be more money than we've ever seen in our whole lives. Do you realize that? What? Oh, now, look, don't start maybeing me. We can get all of it. Don't worry about it. Look, George. George, I want you to do something for me. Write to Elsie and tell her to get us an apartment. Yeah. Well, hold on. I've got the address upstairs. Hold on. Oh, I could shout over the rooftops. Oh, stop, you old sourpuss. You're just scared. Oh, listen, hang on. I'll get the address. Why, these people are little lambs. Just little lambs waiting for the scissors. Huh? Wait, I'll get Elsie's address. Hang on. Hang on now, will you?
Hey, that's Sporty. The waist Sporty. Hello? Who is this?
Rosie?
Oh, yes, Grace. Oh, telephone's off the hook. Are you using the phone?
Well, yes, I'm trying to get my sister.
Oh,
I'm calling her up. I don't want her to be sitting there just waiting and worrying and hoping that I'll be able to help her because I can't. I'm not going to. I don't have the money. And I won't take your money or your father's or Uncle David's. I won't. The last time I spoke to my sister, she was nearly out of her mind with worry. Oh, but it's her worry and my worry, not yours. Rosie, I think you ought to go to college. You can't be sorry for the whole world. My sister isn't anything to you. Oh, it'd be different if it was your brother's money. My husband's money. But I'm not angry with you, Rosie. Honestly, I understand you.
Do you?
Oh, of course I do. More than you think. Honey, will you excuse me just a minute? Hello? Hello?
Don't bother, Grace. George hung up.
Grace catches her breath. A quick, wide-eyed fear opens in her eyes. She holds the phone tensely, staring at Rosie. How much did she hear? Has this little accident upset Grace's apple cart? How much does Rosie really know? Well, sir, friends, the other day the paper said 5 German tanks knocked out by Allied anti-tank guns. And you know something? Every one of those tanks was blown up by shells contributed by patriotic housewives. That's a fact. Those shells came from women who had turned in their waste fat. From every pound of fat, enough glycerin was made to make the gunpowder for 1 anti-tank shell. And those are the shells that did the job. When was the last time you turned in your waste fat? You know, by saving only 1 tablespoonful of waste fat a day, you can turn in 1 pound a month. Now, sure, I know rationing makes it harder, but remember the government wants only waste fat, the fat you usually throw away. So save every drop of fat from cooking meats, fish, soups, everything. When you can't use it anymore, pour it into any clean container and take it to your butcher. He'll pay for every pound. Get your waste fat into the fight. Don't throw it out. Turn it in. Keep our guns firing. Be sure to listen to the next episode of the Goldbergs. Grace tries every excuse, and nature supplies the best one. This is Clayton Collier speaking for Procter & Gamble and saying, do as the Dozens do. Let Doz, the new kind of soap, do everything in your wash.